Hey guys, Fuchsia here, and today we're going to play Wrathblood. So, Bloodcraft, I haven't played this expansion until I played this deck. So, before this expansion, basically the most viable blood deck on rotation was Ball Blood, but after the expansion, after the printing of a few cards, a few key cards, Wrathblood got a lot better. So, like for example, cards like Corrupting Bloodlust helping to clear board while also accelerating your Wrath, and then Rogue Vampire, also a great Wrath enabler and also heals you. And also, of course, stuff like Knight of Purgatory, which seems like a worse Florist, but is actually pretty good because like the ward does a lot actually. So yeah, and of course, star of the show, kind of, Seox. He's only here. He doesn't have like pure ward or pure wrath synergy, but he's here just because he's extra damage. Because like wrath has a lot of sources of damage, but a lot of those sources are like overlapping with like with enablers too. For example, Scrappy Werewolf is an enabler which deals 1 damage to you, but also gains Storm after you enabled Wrath. Same thing with Darkhold and also like for example Vampire of Calamity. So just checking in these cards that can enable your Wrath, but also at the end of the Wrath cycle when you get all of the Wrath, which is quite quick. I got Wrath in like 5 turns or 4 turns. I don't actually not 4 turns, but 5 turns is like extremely doable. So like yeah, a lot of those things, like for example this also draws you card and deals damage to your face. Like there's like the versatility of these cards in the fact that they enable your Wrath, and then after your Wrath is enabled they just further your win con is like really good, especially with the buff of Gavi. You have even more damage to play with. So yeah, I'm really loving this deck. I had a really good win streak with this deck in my stream the other night, so if you want to see that, I had the VOD update uploaded to YouTube. I can't speak today. But yeah, you can watch that in the VOD channel. I think I'll link it in the description. But yeah guys, very fun deck, and I hope you enjoy the games I'm going to show you. Alright, so the first match I wanted to show is against Runecraft. So Runecraft right now has Fifth, has Spellboost, things like that, so it's a bit of an odd matchup for us. Against Spellboost though, if it's Spellboost, I would like to keep board, so that's why I kind of was thinking to keep these, but like at the end I decided to like prioritize getting the Darkhold, because the Darkhold does so much benefit to you. Like it not only like furthers your Wrath game plan by dealing damage to you, but it also draws you cards and heals you as well. Fortunately we did draw it later on, but yeah, this card is pretty great by the way. If they can't kill this in 1 turn, it deals damage to you again and again, which does sound bad, but like it's good because it's 1 card that keeps like enabling your Wrath. Not to mention it also heals you, so the drawback is not extreme. Unfortunately though, they could clear it a second time as well as the 1/1. Unfortunate that we didn't draw a 3/3 or something. But yeah, here I just played the Knight of Purgatory. Knight of Purgatory isn't great played from hand. If you want to play it from hand, usually it's like as a filler for this, because I don't have any better 4-drops, or as like an emergency heal. They couldn't remove it anyways, which I kind of expected because it's Runecraft, it's Spellboost Rune, and they're only turn 4 and they have nothing on board. But yeah, just taking advantage of that to actually summon the Darkhold and go face with the 4/4. So now we have quite an okay board here. Of course this is Spellboost, so it's not like they can't definitely now, like last turn they might have been able to clear the 4/4, but now they're definitely able to clear everything here, and they do, as expected. But yeah, the draw engine in this deck is pretty good, but only if you like draw specific cards like Darkhold. And also the one card I didn't expect to be very great is the one play point gold that that summons you a bat. I did not expect that to be good, but actually once your Wrath is active, it draws you a card and like it's basically free removal, like one play point removal. So it's actually pretty great. Now we unfortunately draw all of our Knights of Purgatory here, so I decided not to activate the Wrath yet, because sometimes you do want to like go all in and activate Wrath that turn, so you can make a board with Knight of Purgatory. But because we drew both of them, I decided not to. And we almost always want to draw with Night Screech, like I said, so I decided to like play this first to enable it. And now we have Wrath. Suddenly we have a lot of heal and a lot of value. So yeah, here I might have been able to do this better. It depends if you want to save the HP on the 2/8 or if you want the 2/2 to survive, but I played it this way because like Rune has so many one damage pings anyways, so I thought it would be tougher for them this way with more health on the Bane. Either way, they're going at it with multiple Darius. And here comes the Kyoka. Notice that we have 20 HP. The healing in this deck is insane. But either way, we could have enabled Wrath at turn 6. That's the speed of this deck. Like, it could have been earlier, but like we almost skipped turn 3, so this is actually a bit late for Wrath. Which is crazy to say because before, like reaching Wrath was not that quick before, but now it's like even without high rolling, you can achieve it really quickly. It's really impressive. Either way, Hazan is also great. Like it kills anything basically, except stuff it can't attack, and it also heals you. And it can clear 2 things with its massive 8 HP. So I've gained new appreciation for that card. The reason I kept the Aragavi is specifically this Kuan. Just because I wanted to clear a board if I needed to. We do have they do have only 11 HP though, which is a hallmark of this deck's damage potential. Even while like handling their stuff, we still end up with like enough damage to lethal them. Just by playing Permafrost Behemoth here, and we can Evo it in order to get over the ward and then attack with the 2/2 and we win. And they see that too, so they just concede. And voila! The power of Wrathblood. Pretty good. Alright, so this is the second game I wanted to show. It's against Shadowcraft. Shadowcraft is really hard to play against. One of the reasons it's hard to play against them is the mulligan. Because you want to keep different things for like control-oriented Burial Rite or like board-oriented Burial Rite and Aggro Shadow. Just because I think Aggro Shadow is the most efficient deck to climb with, just because of their aggression. I always play it safe. I think the safe play is to keep for Aggro Shadow. So that's why I kept Corrupting Bloodlust, which can deal 1 damage twice, which is really good against the 1/1s. And also this Rogue Vampire, which can heal us, obviously. But yeah, here I just play the 2/2 contest board. Of course, this 2/2 can heal, so better move it now. Nothing on 3 though, which is very lucky for us. But I decided to just play the Bear Pelt Warrior. If they played anything on 3, we could have played the Corrupting Bloodlust. But with Bear Pelt Warrior, we have another heal. Probably this is why they didn't play anything on 3. They wanted this burst and also the Burial Rite on the Grudge Tiller, which does make sense. Unfortunately for them, we have a lot of heal. So yeah, don't be afraid to like evo your Hazan manually with evo points, because really this is the second thing about Wrathblood. Even when your game plan isn't like to kill them with as much damage as possible, just the amount of healing this deck has and like the amount of removal is insane. So you see, even with that like 6 damage storm, even with like the early game, like even with these, I'm still at like 13 and now 9. Now I still have like a possible 4 defense heal with this, a 4 defense heal with this, which I'm playing right now. I don't want the 4 defense heal from this, so I evoing it and killing the 3/3. Because I learned the hard way, if you try to gain the tempo against Aggro Shadow, it doesn't matter to them because they can pop out lethal out of nowhere, so it's much better to just mitigate their damage, in my experience at least. So here they go, playing the Gold Rush Ghost. Here's what I'm saying, they usually care more about damage against tempo, or maybe that's just how normal players play, and like competitive players maybe act differently based on the matchup. But yeah, here you go. Lots of damage, but we're still at 12. Lots of healing turns out is good. Of course, it is also risky. A lot of damage also means a lot of like also means a lot of damage for ourselves because this is Wrathblood obviously. But yeah, I just played those two so that we can invoke this. The Knight of Purgatory, really important because it's a ward that protects us from Necro Impulse. In fact, I think they're playing on Necro Impulse right now, yeah. So if we did not invoke the ward there, we would have been dead right now. So it was really important. Now we have only 4 HP, but they only have 2 followers and 1 amulet on board. And then next turn, we draw the Seox. So you can see here, even when my game plan is to like control them instead of like actively playing tempo or like actively trying to deal damage to them and win, we still hit a Wrath at like turn 6. That's a bit crazy. And obviously this couldn't attack twice. So I could go face here, but like I didn't want to risk it. Any 3 damage could have killed us. So I just played so I just killed both of them. And they didn't top deck anything great. And we won. So yeah, I don't know how much we healed. I think we might have healed 20 damage, I'm not sure. Alright, final match I wanted to show was against Dragoncraft. Going second is not too bad for us. Actually, if you have Darkhold, it feels kind of okay, especially Hazan feels okay too going second against a tempo-oriented deck. Of course with Dragon, there's OTK Dragon, there's Ramp Dragon, and there's like the purely aggro Dragon. But either way, this is a pretty okay hand for us. Having Rogue, Vampire, and 1 is always great. You have a lot of 1 play point cards in this deck, so it's not like you're starved for 1 play point for turn 1 plays. So you choose between Scrappy Werewolf and Contentious Demon in this case. The positive of Scrappy Werewolf is that it has Rush, but since there's no board, Contentious Demon is better because obviously we keep getting damage if they don't clear it. Which again, usually is a bad thing, but for us it's a good thing because we want the damage. Unfortunately though, they managed to kill it, so only 1 damage this time. And we play the Bear Pelt Warrior, 3/3 on 3. Pretty logical. And keep attacking, we keep healing, so we've pinged already like 3 times. But we still have 19 HP, which is pretty good. Okay, so that's a sure sign that is OTK Dragon. Fortunately, it did kill the 1/1 instead of the 3/3. So that's pretty good for us. So the problem with Ramio here is that this can't clear it because of damage. This can't clear it because of the damage. It's a waste of this for Storm, but like because I wanted to advance the Wrath game plan, I just decided to do this. Because we can also like deal 5 damage to them. Since they are OTK Dragon, the best course of action is just try to win quickly against them because like we don't have anything that can prevent the OTK from our side, so yeah, we have to just rely on defeating them before they get to the OTK. So I'm just trying to get to Wrath as quick as possible here. Already 6 out of 7. But yeah, just killing this off and then going face. Still have a pretty okay board. A 6-5 and a 2-2. And we got the Knight of Purgatory. Perfect. That's a bit lucky, but it doesn't matter because they have Grand's Resolve. Kind of unfortunate for us because next turn they have the thing, they have the 10 play points required to make the fish, 0 play points. So here I'm just focusing on making a board that they might be unable to remove, or like at least take a lot of their resources, and saving the Aragavi because we can use that for Storm in case we survive, or like somehow have like a chance of lethal next turn. They seem to be digging for their, because they already have their fish, this must be digging for their Gabriel. Hand is getting thin, but they do manage to remove our board. Well, most of it. They don't care about the heal, so that's why they left the 2-8 here. Because they're pretty sure that we can't hit them enough for full damage. I want the Aragavi still for Storm, so I didn't play him here. One thing to note too, if you have like something that heals an attack like Hazan, make sure you damage yourself first before you attack. It's actually pretty important, and sometimes it's easy to forget. And then this was the turn they could have killed us. So this is why this matchup is actually pretty bad for us, because we're not fast. We're usually not fast enough to like kill them outright, and we can't build a board like big enough to resist their board clears unless they brick usually. So actually, it's kind of lucky for us, but at the same time, it's not like OTK Dragon is like extremely consistent, right? You still have to rely on RNG to like draw the deep, and also draw the the Gabriel. So like this is pretty lucky for us, but also it's not like amazingly lucky either. So I just evoed this for the Storm, just furthering our game plan, and also play the Darkhold. It's actually really good that that Aragavi doesn't spend the play points anymore. It just needs 8 play points, but it doesn't actually spend them. Here, they probably thought that it was getting dangerous for them anyways with 3 HP, so they decided to pull the trigger and do this. And basically, it all came down to a top deck. But we have so much draw, like we had the draw from this, and we could draw from this. Like, it was unlikely that we didn't draw lethal because there's so much damage in our deck. Like Seox would have won it, this would have won it, and another Darkhold would have won it. So many things would have won it. So this is actually not uncommon. And yeah, they just concede. See the writing on the wall. Pretty lucky, exposes a bit of the weakness to this deck, but also exposes the weakness of the other deck, kinda. Alright guys, so that was Wrath Bloodcraft. I actually really like this list. I might use this list a lot more. I got a big win streak, as I said, with it. To be fair, I got a bit lucky with them, as you can see in my in the Aggro Shadow video, and like OTK Dragon video. But like those decks, if they go off perfectly, like it's really hard to counter them even with favorable matchups anyway. So like, I feel like I shouldn't have like how this deck can like heal a lot of damage and resist Aggro Shadow to an extent, and also like have enough damage to also almost always have enough damage in it for lethaling. Like, it has so much damage. It has 10 damage. This has like possible 8, possible 12, and like possible 14 with an evo. This has 6. Like, there's so much damage, and like I said, all the damage and removals also further your game plan with all of them being Wrath enablers. So I think this deck is really fun. This is a standardish list. Basically what I did was take a skeleton and then edit it, and this worked really well for me. Deck in the description, by the way, but like there's a lot of variations that you could use. There's even some people that are including Diablo, though I'm not sure about that. But yeah. The reason I only use 2 permafrost though is because I don't have the 3rd one, to be fair. So you might want to add a 3rd one if you want. But I just decided to have just 2 Hazan, 2 Calamity, and 2 permafrost. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone. Catch me on Twitch, where I stream games with decks like these, and you can see them in action live, like you see in some of my other deck and gameplay videos where there are more clips of my streams. Because I'm sure a lot of you have been saying like maybe you want you like the live stuff better. If you want like the pure version of that, come watch me on Twitch. And anyways, shameless shilling aside, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, give me a sub. And like always, have a great day, guys.